We have a question here from Vitor asking how we can tell whether a bond auction has been good or bad, whether it's been successful or unsuccessful. It's a great question, Vitor, and it all comes down to the bid to cover ratio. So as you know, when a government, in this case, the US, we're waiting for the 10-year note auction. When they auction bonds, they do so with the aim of raising capital. And they issue these new notes or bills or bonds, whatever it is. They issue that in the primary market, where you have a bunch of different buyers like pension funds and hedge funds and mutual funds, etc., all waiting to buy these bonds. Now, what's important to keep in mind, the most important thing to keep in mind about to evaluate when a bond auction has been successful is by looking at the BTC, or the bid to cover ratio. Now, the bid to cover ratio is basically just the ratio between the amount of bids that dealers or buyers entered into versus the total number that was on offer. So right now, for this specific 10-year auction, we know there's going to be 38 billion worth of 10-year notes on auction. And the way that you can find that information in the terminal, we normally have a preview for these things coming up. So in the main sentiment stream, you can simply just go to the search option, type in the word preview, and there you'll see a preview for today's 10-year. You can see a preview for last night's 3-year note auction as well. And we always have a little bit of a rundown of what you can expect and some of the history behind it. The history, very important, once again, looking at that bid to cover ratio. So for example, today there is 38 billion on offer. So let's say that those primary market participants, those that wants to buy this, they need to basically put in a bid for how many of that 38 billion they would like to buy. So let's say that there's, we know there's only 38 on offer, and let's say that you have 76 billion that's being that's entered into bids for. So you've got 76 billion worth of bids, and you only have 38 billion on offer. So that'll basically give you a bid to cover ratio of 2. Now, more than 2 and less than 2 is normally seen as being successful and unsuccessful, but it's more than just looking at the number itself. You actually need to evaluate the bid to cover ratio, not just based on the number 2, but based on the relative to the prior release that you had, as well as relative to the recent trend that you've had for the auction bid to cover ratio. So, for example, as you know, last week saw a lot of rigmarole in the bond market. And a lot of the reasons for the additional downside, a lot of the fuss about the auctions coming up this week was actually the dismal print that we had for the 7-year bond auction with the bid to cover ratio that came in very, very poor. So if we quickly take a look at that, I have it somewhere here. There we go. So here you can see the bid to cover ratio for the 7-year note. Now, what you'll see here is that the number came in above 2. Right, so if you just look at the 2 number that many players look at, it's going to look like everything was just hunky-dory. But if you compare that print of 2.04 versus the prior that came in at 2.3 and versus the overall trend, which is closer to between 2.4 and 2.5, it was a really dismal print. And if we just look back to the history, this bid to cover ratio for the 7-year note on Icon only goes back to 2009, and it was the lowest print in all of that time. So it was a seriously low print, and the size of this drop relative to the average and relative to the prime number was really the concern for the markets. So the poor take-up in the 7-year auction last week sparked lots of concerns about the frenzied sell-off that we've seen in bonds, and did spark some fears for the subsequent auctions that we have coming up this week, like the 3-year yesterday, the 10-year today, and the 30-year tomorrow. Because if there is such a weak demand, of course, for bonds, we usually see bond prices dip, which pushes the bond yields higher, which of course is why we had that big spike to the upside in yields at the back end of the curve last week, given that very, very weak bid to cover ratio for the 7-year note. Now, if we compare that to yesterday's 3-year note auction, again, we're not only looking at the number, but we're looking at it relative to the prior and looking at it relative to the overall trend. And if we look at the 3-year, we can see a much better print. So we didn't only come in much higher than the prior one, but we also came in much higher than the overall average that we've been running at over the last 2 years. We came in, printed basically the highest bid to cover ratio going back all the way to 2017. So that was a much better print And that is partly why we've seen bond yields easing off slightly in today's session. Obviously, we had the CPI print as well, but the bond auction on the 3-year did calm the nerves, so to speak, in terms of the 10-year note auction coming up later today. So turning then to the 10-year, tonight's auction, we already know what the prior is. That was 2.37. And given all the recent concerns about the pace of longer dated bond yields rising, any print above or below this number will be important for the markets today. Below 2.37, you're probably going to see US 10-year moving higher, and above that, you're probably going to see US 10-year moving lower. However, again, relative to the recent auctions, the biggest surprise would come from a print either close to or above 2.6 and 2.7. So anything in that vicinity and higher, that's going to see a massive reaction in the bond market. And you're probably going to expect in that situation to see some of the bond selling stop. You're probably going to see some bond buying. And with that type of print, you're probably going to expect to see US 10-year moving significantly lower if we get a solid print between or above 2.6 and 2.7, because it's not only above the prior, but also above that recent range. And similarly, then, if we see a very dismal print with anything close or below 2.2, which is that recent, multi-year low, if we see anything close or below that, you're probably going to see another frenzied selling coming into the bond market, and you would expect to see US 10-year moving higher substantially on the back of that print. So, keep in mind, like we said, given the current environment that we're in, given the current environment where we have positioning sitting where it is in terms of yields, where we have the current environment very focused on the bond market, and of course the softer CPI print that we had, it is important to keep in mind that bond auctions don't always see this much excitement. So it's not always this exciting and always this important. In a normal market environment where it's just normal functioning and no disorderly movement, there's not a lot of focus like that. But given what happened last week with the 7-year auction, given that very low bid to cover ratio we saw there, and obviously all of the focus right now on bond yields across the board, there's a lot more attention being placed on this 10-year note auction coming up today, and of course the one for the 30-year bonds coming up tomorrow. But the most important thing to your question is looking at that bid to cover ratio. You're going to evaluate that not only based on whether it's above or below 2, but you're going to evaluate that based on the prior number as well as relative to the overall average that we've seen over the last couple of auctions.